The torpedo that sunk the Cheonan and took the lives of 46 South Korean sailors was fired by a North Korean submarine.
North Korea's weapons program continues to intensify.
Now surpassed 1,000 missiles.
Global leaders expressed concern over North Korea's latest atomic test.
Kim Jong-il's government strongly defended its recent atomic test as a rightful response to Western aggression. The president appeared at the UN to call for severe sanctions against North Korea.
This morning comes the news of Kim Jong-il's death.
North Koreans greet their new supreme leader, Kim Jong-il's son, Kim Jong-un.
우리 공화국의 통일은 남한과의 한민족을 갖고 올 것이며 경제와 산업의 발전을 갖고 올 것입니다.
Today, our beloved leader, Kim Jong-un, has united North and South Korea, forming the Greater Korean Republic.
Talks to end the Saudi-Iran war have stalemated once again. Meanwhile, damaged oil wells and pipelines burn uncontrollably, deeply affecting world supplies.
Although costs at the pump are ready to break the dreaded $20 ceiling,
the only good communist is a dead communist!
Across the nation, civil unrest has intensified with the demise of the U.S. dollar.
This is not a retreat, nor are we abandoning our Asian allies.
Under threat of annihilation by the Greater Korean Republic, Japan has surrendered.
Martial law is now in effect. Excessive force will be used.
hours after the president ordered a freeze on bank withdrawals.
We don't know where we will get our next meal from.
The Mexican government has imposed strict immigration quotas, effectively closing its borders to American refugees.
Koreans' annexation continues to spread despite the U.S. Today, the Greater Korean Republic launched their latest communication satellite, claiming it will bring a message of peace to the entire world.
Hello folks, welcome to my newest Let's Play. This is of Homefront. So, Homefront is a 2011 first-person shooter taking place in an alternate history of the year, I believe, 2025, so a couple of years from now.
Early to bed, early to rise.
Against the wall!
Brother Jacob, why are you so reluctant to serve your country in its time of need? We understand that you have lost everything, but you must.
So this game, it's an interesting game. Its plot best described as threadbare at best, but it's a fun game. I have been trying to make this episode of this Let's Play for about 2 days now. If you're hearing this, this means that this is the episode that succeeded. And if you're not, well, you're not. That just goes without saying. But the game takes place in Colorado. Well, the beginning parts. I don't. Later you go to a different state, but I'll get to that later. So, of course, taking a key from Modern Warfare's book, they put you in a vehicle to show you just how bad things are at the beginning. That guy's getting black bagged.
This is fucked up.
The 1 million
rounding up citizens, just beating random guys to death. This is... Now, in real life, North Korea can barely feed its own citizenship, let alone invade the United States, but this is not too dissimilar to how totalitarian regimes act, nor is it too dissimilar to how easy it is for groups to other, people, and then use that as justification for what is essentially genocide.
Did you hear the Voice of Freedom's broadcast last night? He says this shit's happening all over the state. Every time the resistance gains some ground, the KPA comes down on the rest of us.
That's another common tactic they use by totalitarian regimes. Any resistance to the regime is usually answered with what is known as reprisal attacks. Basically, you attack the government, we attack the common folk, and it'll, in theory, make the common folk hate the resistance more than the government. It usually does both. But, I don't know.
Ever notice how quick the bodies disappear? Mass graves. That's what I've heard.
Another thing that totalitarian regimes do, and there's a White Castle. Never been to a White Castle. They don't exist here in Louisiana. We got crystals. Never been to a crystals either, but I've seen them. Yeah. Anyway, so this is the beginning of the game. You start off in a bus that gets T-boned real fucking badly. This is Connor.
Thank me later.
Connor reminds me of a guy I knew in high school.
Pick up that gun. Follow me.
And if you're wondering why I'm firing one shot, it's to make sure this game isn't glitching. An earlier recording of this got messed up because every time I'd fire the pistol, it'd shoot all the bullets, but only do 1 damage.
Here comes the cavalry.
Like, you do not know the level of crap I had to go through to get this game, to record this stupid Let's Play.
We need you in this fight. Start shooting.
It is just...
2 of them coming over the fence.
Aim for the head. Make every bullet count.
I did hit him in the head, but apparently that beret is bulletproof. It's not knife proof.
No going back. You got Korean blood on your hands. You're in the resistance now.
Huzzah! The resistance. But yeah, in real life, this game is not realistic in the slightest, for the simple fact, again, it assumes that even in the most dire situations, that the US Army would get its shit kicked by the Korean Republic. Granted, the game presents what is essentially like the perfect storm of problems. First, what is essentially a perfect storm of problems to make this more realistic in a dumb way. Basically, like, you know,
Inside.
It basically says, hey, what would happen if... Hey, what would happen if the 2010s proceeded to be the most horrible slate of years ever? Now, the 2010s were pretty out there. And I died. Added to the counter.
Transport heli!
More of the fuckers roping in!
Grenades, over here! I need more ammo!
We all do! Make what we got count! Troop transport!
Coming in on the right!
Goddammit!
But yeah, it basically took a perfect storm of stuff to even remotely get North Korea to win anything.
Throw a grenade! Hit him with a grenade!
Another transport!
On the left!
Pardon me.
Check your fire! Watch out for the pump!
Fuck them! If they blow, we'll take them all with us!
But
There's too many of them!
I will say, it is at least an interesting concept of a game.
Don't stop shooting!
Written by the same dude who made Red Dawn.
Holy shit!
That should tell you everything you need to know about this
Everybody
game.
in one piece?
Captain Peter, gotta go before reinforcements show!
Because Red Dawn is pretty unrealistic. It's basically damn near impossible to invade the United States in any appreciable fashion. For the simple fact that,
gas station ought to slow them down.
you know,
We're on our way to reveal
there's
those
only
gears
like
there.
4 ways to really invade here.
What was that about?
Boone thinks it's too dangerous
2 of
to blend in
them
with the locals.
are essentially the ocean,
Operation than upset a bunch of squatters.
like going through the Pacific or the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah? Well, who's looking out for us?
And that's hard to do just because we have the Atlantic and the Pacific fleet. Then there's the whole, you know, going through Canada or Mexico dealio, which again, you don't know, you would very basically have to do a lot of shit to get through.
In light of local insurgent activities, residents are required to return to their houses.
The way the North Koreans in the game did it is basically, I imagine, the most easy way to do it.
Now, go!
Take one of the states, in this instance, Hawaii, use it as a staging area to invade the continental United States.
We're clear.
Specifically, they basically did what I think the Japanese would have done if given the chance during World War II. Invade, take out Hawaii,
You kicked the hornet.
and then invade via San Francisco.
You'd better live up to it.
And then, of course, they cut off the Midwest. Then they take the Midwest, and then they cut off most of the United States via irradiating the Mississippi. I don't know if that would really cut the United States in half. It would just make it more difficult to get anywhere. But we travel more than just via boatways. Then again, this was in 2011, but no, even back then.
Another heli coming in low.
And I'm out of ammo. One of the biggest criticisms I have about this game is that
More coming over the wing.
ammo is really scarce on a lot of levels. And also guns that could technically use the same, and also a lot of these guns use the same ammunition. Like, they're using mostly NATO stuff, and a lot of NATO stuff is 5.56, so you could very reasonably take a lot of the ammunition out of a lot of these guns and use them in the other guns. At least they don't have it where if you're using something with an iron sight, You can't get the ammo for it if it has the iron sight. I don't think the Scar is burst fire. I could be wrong. I've never fired a Scar.
Machine gun, second floor window.
Like, there's a litany of guns I fired. I fired an AR-15, as any proud American has probably at least once in their life, if they've ever fired any point firearm. I fired a Mossberg 500. That was a fun day. I fired a P90, also a very fun day. Fired a pistol. Both Glock and an M1911A1, which is my favorite pistol. I fired a 357 Magnum. I've fired a Colt Python, and I've of course fired a Remington 860, I think it was. And this also, I've also fired this 22 caliber rifle that my friend owns. I'd have to ask him what the gun is. Well, was. It broke.
APC, get out of the yard. Get in that window. Something. How fucking stand.
But yeah. Sorry if I don't have much to say. I've had to redo this episode so many times that I've run out of commentary for this particular level. So, to make up for it, I'm just going to try to do the second level.
Still, they aren't out here helping us. Bunch of chicken shits. The EMP must have fried their balls, too. You'd think seeing a plane fall out of the sky would have put guns in their hands.
Maybe they're not ready to fight. The KPA doesn't bother these people. They're just trying to live their lives. Besides, Boone gave you an order.
I agree with Rihanna.
We're gonna do whatever it takes to stay alive.
Well, yes, being a resistance fighter is great. The grand majority of people just want to live their lives. They don't want to be drawn into a protracted armed conflict because, you know, that usually ends with getting shot, or your family getting shot, or you and your family getting shot. And while I'm sure there are some people where that's an ideal life to live, for the grand majority of people, I'd imagine getting shot at is not a fun experience to want to bring about with the whole family. Like, oh dear, let's go fight in the war zone. I'll go grab the rifle. That's Boone. Don't get too attached to him. You'll see what I mean later.
God damn it, I said don't come here. You risk starting to.
He kind of looks like the dude from Criminal Minds. Now that I just think about it.
We're supposed to be fighting for these people, not hiding behind them.
Who the fuck's hiding?
That's enough, both of you. You must be the pilot. I'm Boone Carlson. I founded this thing. U.S. military is gathering near San Francisco.
I wonder if he's voiced by him. I wouldn't know. I don't remember a lot of names or anything when it comes to actors.
Into the house now!
Sucks to be that guy.
Please, don't hurt my baby!
They're coming around the right side!
That's just what we need.
Okay, we're on your side, ma'am! Just stay down! We'll protect you! Defend the front of the house! You have to drop fire away from the civilian!
Oh my baby!
Get down! Calm down, ma'am! Who's next? That's a kill! Calm down, ma'am!
The M2409 saw. My cousin used to use this in the army when he was back when he was in there. That's an entire story in and of itself. The way he tells it, it was not a fun time when he was in the army. I mean, he's told me why it wasn't a fun time for him. It has to do with the fact that the army kind of screwed him over multiple times. The first one, I think, is when after he joined, he went to Ranger training, succeeded, and then wasn't, allowed to be a Ranger, even though he went through the training. He graduated Ranger school and everything. Even went to Fort... Shit, what's the name of that goddamn place?
We need Goliath.
The place where they do the,
Hopper, where's Goliath?
Out back. Goliath's out back. But the target is in my back. Over there.
The thing they do for people who, who go... The fort that... I don't know the fort. I'd have to ask him again where he did Ranger training. Because he knows. Because he went through Ranger training. Then he went to Afghanistan. Had a fun time there, and by fun time I mean he got caught in a firefight because his commanding officer left him behind. And then now he works at a Home Depot, and he has 4 kids. Technically 5, because he has one with his ex-wife, and he just had a new one a couple of days ago.
Yesterday afternoon, KPA authorities raided the town of Montrose, Colorado. Their goal, in the words of the enemy, was to neutralize high-value citizen targets. But this was not a measured response to American insurgency. This was innocent blood running red on Main Street. Your families and friends shot down like animals. One of the Montrose resistance cells reportedly escaped after a brutal firefight in a nearby neighborhood. We can only hope that these freedom fighters made it to one of their safe zones somewhere in a sea of abandoned suburbs. But whatever their fate, we will fight on. Don't believe the lies of the Korean-controlled media. We are the channel of truth, and this is the voice of freedom.
Alright, that's the first level. Now on to level 2.
Our top story this hour, 24 American civilians are dead in the wake of a shooting.
Wake up in somewhere.
KPA authorities are searching for Connor Morgan, believed to be responsible.
Goddamn propaganda. Glad you're awake. Saw you take more punishment than a man could live through. Come on outside when you're ready. I'll show you around.
So this is the Resistance's home base. Not the most cleanest of places, but when you're a resistance cell, you tend to go where you can. As you can see, they grow their own food. They're growing tomatoes and probably other things. And of course they have civilians here, because they'd have to, I guess. If it weren't for the fact that this...
It's our little piece of America.
If it weren't for the fact that this is under occupation control.
I have some sense of community. Not quite the future we had in mind, but at least we're free. From the outside, it's just more boarded up suburban failure. But inside, we've built ourselves a safe haven. Fences, tree cover, and that camo screen keeps us hidden from the KPA. Still, we've got to be careful. Especially now. Got it. Get Rihanna on the radio. She's prepping the playground. Talk to Connor about ammo. Everything we eat, we grow. Water collection's over there. And between solar panels and windmills, just enough power to get by.
No lights. Probably a good thing. Don't want to attract any attention. But yeah, basically a self-sufficient community in a middle of occupied territory, which all those existed in history.
Oh, hey, Boom.
Back from the dead, huh?
I appreciate what you did for us back
This means we're set to go, right? I'm damn tired of sitting here. We got a short window to grab those tracking devices, and we shouldn't be dicking around.
It's my call. You do this right and we won't lose anybody else.
So I don't think I've collected most of the collectibles in this area. So the collectibles in this game are newspaper clippings.
Connor's a good man to have in a fight. Look around if you like. I'll meet you out back.
Apparently he just teleported. Truly, the Resistance is got a very valuable member in the form of Boone, if apparently he can teleport. I did not know that was a power he had. Does he also have the power of prognostication? Because that would be also great. But then again, if he did, he probably would see what's coming.
We have to time our movements between Korean patrols. So, we've got some time. You might introduce yourself around. I'll meet you on the other side of the yard.
This receiver should let us listen in on Korean radio chatter. I'm not sure how well it's gonna work, but any warning's better than none, right?
Also, another thing that's commonly used by resistance cells. Generally speaking, resistance groups live and die by the information they're able to collect and bring. Goats, I guess.
You believe this? Damn goats eat through anything.
Yep. Resistance cells, like I said, live and die by the information they collect and the information they're able to pass on to.
Who's the new guy?
Huh? Some pilot. Part of Boone's San Francisco plan. Makes me
bigger groups. This group is working with the United States military to try to give them support against the KPA.
Patrol's just cleared. I'll meet you at the tunnel exit.
Got it. We're moving. Come on, Jacobs.
It's about time.
Listen, we could use your help. We're down a few men and tonight's mission is key. The equipment we're after paves the way for everything that follows.
We'll be outnumbered and outgunned. Grab a weapon and all the ammo you can carry.
Follow me.
But trying to help the U.S. military is an admirable thing in this game, because the U.S. military is getting its ass absolutely blasted. In real life, I don't think that would happen. But what do I know? I'm not a military person. My cousin is, but he was a ground pounder, and he never made it past the rank of specialist or corporal.
That fucker runs all the way down to the bedrock.
When we liberate this country, we'll dismantle those walls.
Fuck that. I'm gonna blow it up when we leave this town.
We'll dismantle those walls. Nope, blowing it up is much funner. I guarantee you blowing it up is the cooler option. It's also the option that usually results in funner visuals from my life. But then again, I'm a person who really likes explosives.
Hey, Jacobs. Great work back there. Thanks for your help with Goliath. Hang on to the targeter. Looks like you got the hang of it. Brianna confirmed Gunnison Cell delivered the van and mortar, but there's a sentry tower between us and the playground.
Why haven't we taken it out?
Wasn't here last time we scouted. We can find a way around it.
No, we can't leave any of them standing.
Someone's at our door today at 8 o'clock in the afternoon.
Be careful. These sentries have a 20mm autocannon like KU band radar. Fire control systems are...
Shut up. Jacobs, just throw a grenade at the back of the thing.
We've got to make our way up the street. We wait for the spotlight to pass, then move. If you're caught in its sights, get to cover and wait.
These things are smart, but they're not that smart.
I'll go first.
Come on, you can make it. I'm moving up.
I wonder how foolproof something like that would actually be.
Jacobs, you're gonna have to take this one now. I'm getting too old for this shit.
Keep going. I got your back.
I wouldn't know about the kind of AI that would be needed to make something like this. I imagine it'd have to be very sophisticated because, you know, it has to...
Shut up. Jacobs, just throw a grenade at the back of the thing.
Because, you know, it's got to have some form of IFF, friend or foe finder.
These things are smart, but they're not that smart.
I'll go first.
Now, really speaking, you wouldn't really want to trust something like that because, the minute the enemy figures out whatever the hell it's running it, you could pretty probably easy hack that thing.
On me.
Jacobs.
Hell, if you can get it when it's like they said, if these things are smart but not that smart, and you can basically
Keep going. I got your back.
And you can basically, what is essentially trick it by
nice work.
Yeah, I got an achievement. Good use of cover.
We just took down a sentry tower less than 100 yards from the tunnel exit. Stay put.
I will.
Gonna search around a bit, see if I can find any more of the collectibles. I might have collected all the ones in this level. Probably have. They don't stick out much because, you know, newspapers.
Awesome. Take a look. I thought you said the patrols were gone.
They were. Next one's not due for another 6 hours.
Looks like they're early.
If we're gonna attack, we gotta do it fast. Use what little surprise we got.
The man on the roof? Jacobs, he's yours. Your shot, we go.
Gonna take these guys out. Gonna take them out, take them out, take them out, take them out, take them out. Die, die. Hey, I hope you like grenades. I see you did.
Keep it up. Reloading. Give me suppressing fire.
Was that sign supposed to say private property, trespassers will be shot, survivors will be shot twice, or whatever?
The patrols as soon as that sentry went offline.
somebody's home.
This way.
This is the drop point?
Gunnison picked the location. Brooks has a weird sense of humor.
We worried about the KPA?
Oh, hey look, collectible. Opinion, how soon we forget. On the 12th, on December 18th, 2015.
Sure, but we're taking the fight to them. If tonight's raid goes right, those bastards will have more than enough to keep them busy for a good while.
How old was I in 2015? So I turned 20 in 2016, so I was about maybe 19.
Rihanna's inside. It's us. Don't shoot.
You okay?
I'm fine. Just a little winded.
2015 was an okay year for me. I was like, what?
The Gunnison cell delivered the mortar rounds.
What was I doing in 2015?
No, they didn't. It's white fire.
I think I was still in college at the time.
You knew about this?
What is this bleeding heart bullshit? We are
Oh my god.
Sentry tower clipped me.
That's a lot of blood.
The beacons. We need to...
Whoa, take it easy.
We can handle it. You're no good to us dead.
He's right. Save your energy for the
White phosphorus! And if you've ever seen that scene from Spec Ops The Line will know just how destructive
He'll take care of you.
I'll get Boone home. Then
white
meet you at the
phosphorus can be.
overpass.
Guys, you take care of yourselves.
White phosphorus, I think, is best described as like napalm on steroids, which is, you know, already pretty destructive.
I hope he makes it. It's probably not the first time he's been shot.
I know. I'm just saying.
He's gonna be fine.
These must be the weapons Brooks promised us.
Jacobs, find one you like.
We'll wait for you outside.
A vector. And this thing. Not sure what it is.
The playground. I get it now. We're almost there. The labor camp is at the top of the next street.
What's the plan?
The front gate should be lightly guarded. We make a lot of noise, pick a few of them off, and draw the rest out of the camp. Then we sneak in the back door.
You call this lightly guarded?
Stick to the plan.
I guess heavily guarded would be they have some form of air asset on them.
Cover me now. Now, drop.
Honestly, okay, that is a guy. But honestly, practically speaking, it'd be very hard to occupy the United States for the simple fact a lot of us have guns.
Get to cover. Get out of the street.
Like, I don't own a gun now, and every gun I fired wasn't owned by me. But I know more people, but I know quite a few people who own guns who could probably very reasonably give me a gun at any odd chance that an occupying force took over the United States.
We can get around to the backyard. This way. There's an alley behind this house.
Like, Admiral Yamamoto, I think, said that you can't invade United States, there'd be a gun behind every blade of grass. Which is pretty succinct, because the US is obsessed with weapons. Apparently we like them so much more than we like kids, considering how many freaking school shootings we have in this stinking country. Like, I've lived here for 28 years now. Because I was born here, unfortunately.
That got their attention. Head for the supply tunnel. We need to be gone before they mobilize.
Yeah, that definitely would get any enemy combatants' attention. An entire patrol going dark, and then a bunch of sentry guns getting their ass kicked. Yeah, if I was the commanding officer in this, if I was the operations commander in this area, I'd probably look at this and go, what in the goddamn are you idiots doing?
Hold up a second. Sounds like the plan's working. They're sending out a response team.
I hate this place. People in here used to be doctors and lawyers. Now they're working the shale mines. Last time I was here, I saw my fucking dentist.
Those should be clear by now.
So my fucking dentist. Eh. What would they need mining for anyway? If they have automated...
Hang on to your sidearm. The sooner we find Arnie, the sooner we get out of here. Alright, spread out and ask around.
Like, if they have if they have automated anything, why would you need miners? But I guess, you know.
I'm looking for a guy named Arnie.
Fuck. Arnie's in the back. Across the street, over the scaffold.
There's a Muslim.
What do you want?
You know, you should desolder the capacitors first.
Isn't it bad enough I gotta scrape these for my food rations?
Sorry, we're trying to help.
I never noticed the Muslim dude in this level. A little bit of interesting world building.
Welcome to the Korean vision of America, Jacobs. That look like recovery to you?
Go Wolverines!
You guys are part of the resistance, aren't you?
Shut up, Steve. Jesus. What? I'm sorry, sir. Just ignore my idiot friend. We don't want any trouble.
He's kind of resembled the favelas in Brazil. If they were 10 times worse than they already are.
God damn it, Steve. Get that Korean piece of shit away from me.
I'm an American. I was born in Oakland, asshole.
I don't give a rat's ass where you're from. You and your kind are nothing but trouble. Keep walking.
So hungry. Please.
Beat it,
I haven't
kid.
eaten for days. I'll take anything you got.
I don't have any food. Piss off.
The truest picture of human suffering. Living in this kind of crap. Montrose, Colorado Detention Center.
Fuck you. Never heard of him.
Cut the shit. Show him this. Tell him Boone sent us.
Hey, Connor, relax. Where's Boone? And who's the new guy?
Plan changed. Can you still get us into the depot?
Yeah, you know, the administrative building.
No, it has to be where they keep the buses. The tracking beacons have to be nearby.
Yeah, I can get you in, but you have to
I wonder if he
stick
broke
close
his
and do
nose.
exactly like I say. Follow me.
That looks painful.
Sure you can get my family out of here?
The Resistance remembers its friends.
I hope so. I got a teenage daughter. Bad things can happen to a girl in a place like this.
You ought to teach her to shoot. Women got just as much to fight for.
Are you nuts?
Oh, hey, look, another,
no way is my kid joining the resistance.
thing. Let's see what's in this one. Greater Korean Republic grows. Oh, hey, look, it was 2 years ago.
I thought there'd be more guards.
They must have heard you coming and split.
Very funny.
2021. That was a year.
What the hell is this? It's a holding area for the buses, you know, somewhere to wait before your shift at the shale mines.
And it's just unlocked. You don't need a key.
Don't worry about it. I took care of it. It's what an inside man's for, right?
Nobody move!
Oh, shit! Son of a bitch.
Fuck you! I got kids. Besides, they cut me a better deal.
We could have helped you.
It's over. Face it, the Koreans won. It's over.
It's over for you.
Slow motion. You can tell this was made on the cusp of Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 definitely changed how a lot of military-esque shooters were made. I mean, granted, Modern Warfare changed a lot of the original Modern Warfare changed military shooters. Like, everything had to be modern. You know, you had to take place in contemporary times. Granted, Modern Warfare was made in kind of a response to the dearth of, World War II shooters that were coming out in the wake of the original Call of Duty and Medal of Honor. And I just got killed again. So, adding it to the count. I just hit that in the deck. I keep forgetting in a lot of these games you can go prone.
Clear that house.
It's a very good way to not get shot.
Take out those machine gunners.
Then again, I also wish this game had lean. But this was made for the Xbox 360 crowd.
We found the beacons. Then let's get the hell out of here.
Rihanna, we got him. Meet you under the highway.
I'm on my way. Boone's resting. He's gonna pull through.
We'll cut across the baseball field and go through the Elm Street drainage ditch.
And the Xbox doesn't do lean very well.
Just up ahead.
Hang on to
Some
those
games
beacons.
have figured out how to do
The
it.
fuel tankers are only going to be in town for a couple of hours. We're going to tag them before they leave Montrose, grab a helicopter, and chase them. Just so you know your part in all this.
It's just across there.
Let's keep going.
Sorry about that, if you heard that. I just took my sleeping medications.
Oh my god, what the fuck is this? What the fuck?
We should turn back.
Thrown into a pit like garbage. How many people are in this ditch? You sons of bitches. Scumbag motherfuckers.
You motherfuckers! You think you can just throw us in a goddamn ditch?
Sentries! Stay behind the bleachers! Hunter's lost, man!